It's still morning time, right? Good morning. Happy Friday. Come on in. I am streaming live today on LinkedIn in the Align and Shine Facebook group, on my Facebook page, and also on Instagram. So come on in, guys. Let me know how your day is going. I wanted to talk a little bit today about how to deal with imposter syndrome, right? How do you really combat that? How can you overcome imposter syndrome? I've been having, sorry, trying to get my tech together. Um, been having so many conversations with people who don't feel they are ready or not good enough for their next level, and I'm like, this is such a widespread mindset. It's so much more common than I think people realize. So, I wanted to come on and talk about it. So let's get right into it. And guys, as always, you can let me know if you have questions about imposter syndrome, about personal branding. But the first thing you need to understand in terms of how to combat imposter syndrome is it's okay to recognize your feelings, right? So when you are recognizing your feelings, right, imposter syndrome oftentimes comes with this mindset of self-doubt. So, like, what specifically are you doubting about yourself, right? Are your feelings inadequate about your skills, your abilities, your knowledge in a specific area, right? It's okay to process that. And so having, that clarity on exactly what you're feeling inadequate about can help you develop a plan to overcome it. Just like, what is it, Dr. Phil? Like, you can't change what you don't acknowledge. You have to acknowledge and identify what exactly you're up against in your mindset. Okay, so guys, if you're just joining us, we are talking about imposter syndrome and how to overcome it. And this is really why I started to get into the coaching space, right? Starting out as a consultant, it was very transactional, but I found that there were definitely some deeper issues, right? And so it was great to develop content for people to do, website content, resume, LinkedIn profile, all of those things. But people really are still dealing with imposter syndrome. Okay, so let me know in the chat if you guys have any questions about this or if you have experienced this. Someone on Facebook said, "Awesome." I'm not really sure if that's in the Facebook group. Unfortunately, I can't see. I'm streaming on StreamYard, but let me know if you guys have dealt with that. Okay. The next thing when it comes to imposter syndrome is you need to be able to accept yourself and be kind to yourself. We beat ourselves up too much. We don't give ourselves enough credit, right? And just know, like, it's okay to feel inadequate and experience self-doubt, but don't beat yourself up. Give yourself some grace, right? When you are growing, right, and transitioning into, a new phase in your business, into a new, career move, like, uncertainty is expected. That's totally normal when you're learning and growing. Okay, so guys, if you're just joining us, we are streaming. We're on Instagram, on LinkedIn, in the Align and Shine Facebook group, and on my Facebook page, the Work with Dion Facebook page. And we're talking about how to combat imposter syndrome. So the first thing is that you need to recognize your feelings. The second thing is that you need to accept and be kind to yourself. Give yourself some grace. And then once you do those things, you have to take action. That's the third thing, right? So now that you know what you're feeling uncertain about, what you're doubting, right? Why not do something to build confidence in that area? Okay, so some ways you can do that. You could learn just a bunch of stuff. Read a book, practice your skill sets, enroll in a course. It's totally normal, like I said, to feel what you're feeling. But when you know that you are called to do something awesome, something greater in your career or in your business, you got to shake that off, right? There's help available. You don't have to stay in that place. You don't. And so those were just my 3 quick tips. Okay, I know it's Friday and I just wanted to hop in and say hello to you guys. It's been a minute since I've streamed. It's been about a week because I did my masterclass last week. And typically when I do my masterclass, I have to like go recharge for a little bit. But imposter syndrome is normal. It is something that even the best of us, experience, and you can overcome it. And so one of the things that I do to help my clients work through this, right? You can't begin to pitch yourself, as, the best candidate in a job. You can't begin to, pitch yourself to a potential client if you're dealing with all of the things that come along with imposter syndrome. Okay. So starting next Friday, April 22nd, we're kicking off the next cohort of the It Factor Intensive. Now, the It Factor Intensive is my 4-week personal branding training. It's for you if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a corporate climber, and you know that you are meant to serve a particular audience, a particular type of employer, and you're just kind of stuck, right? You have some talents that you want to share with the world in the marketplace, but you don't really know how to package it. In this 4-week intensive, I will help you own your authentic personal brand, right? Right? We're going to work together to get you the confidence, the clarity, the visibility, and ultimately the income, right? Because that's what it's about. You cannot begin to make, the income that you deserve, the quality of life that you need if you don't have a clear path forward. And so we work on, goal mapping. How do you establish a plan for your life and for your business or your career, right? What you do on the professional side of things definitely coincides with your personal goals. I help you with the clarity piece, right? What is your brand? What are you known for? What are you great at? What can you monetize on? And how do you articulate it in an awesome elevator pitch? Week 3, we cover your content, your assets. I'm going to show you how I write content for my clients, right? Whether that's on LinkedIn, whether that's on your resume, if you're an entrepreneur, your website content. What is the language that your audience speaks, and how do you begin to infuse that into your assets? And then in week 4, we cover all things LinkedIn, right? Because we know with LinkedIn, LinkedIn was always like the spot, but especially with the pandemic and the way it has shifted things, there's massive, massive opportunities for you on LinkedIn. And so, we start on Friday, April 22nd. Okay, this is for you if you are tired of being the best kept secret. Okay, what's the point of being the best kept secret if no one knows it? Okay, so guys, head on over. If you're watching this on Instagram, you can check out the link in my bio to the It Factor Intensive, or go to workwithdion.com. On LinkedIn, you can feel free to message me with questions, or go to workwithdion.com, or own your It Factor if you want to get directly to the program info. But feel free to ask questions, guys, and you can absolutely beat imposter syndrome. Hope these tips were helpful, and have a good Friday. Bye.